There's more developing news tonight, this time out of Ansonia, where police are investigating a deadly officer-involved shooting from last night. Happened on Myrtle Avenue, and that's where we find Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland live now with some new details. Matt?
Well, Dennis, this is the house right behind me, and for those who call this the Ansonia neighborhood home, this is actually the second high-profile police case here in this neighborhood in the last month. In fact, that Amber Alert for one-year-old Vanessa Morales and the murder of her mother, that all happened on this same street, roughly a quarter mile from here.
I grew up on the street. I'm 56 years old. We've never had a murder, never had a robbery, nothing on this road. And it's a heartbreak to see.
But for Russell Zelanin and those on Myrtle Avenue, that's changed. Last night's officer-involved shooting comes on the heels of last month's murder of a young mother and the disappearance of her baby girl, just a few blocks up on the same street.
They're volatile domestic situations that can spiral out of control quickly.
According to Ansonia's chief, last night a woman told officers her boyfriend, whom she has a full no-contact protective order against, was at her apartment, becoming physically aggressive. When police showed up, he had a knife on him and wouldn't let it go.
The male refused to drop the knife, and officers deployed a taser, which had no effect as the male advanced toward them. The male then ran toward officers with the knife in hand.
That's when at least one shot was fired. You could see a bullet hole in this first-floor window. He was brought to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Hearing the news of a shooting brought back memories for now retired officer Joe Jackson.
Every time I hear a siren.
Jackson, who spent 31 years on the force, was involved in Ansonia's last officer-involved shooting nearly 6 years ago, when in February of 2014, he fired his gun after a man involved in an accident tried to flee the scene by trying to run him over with his car. That suspect suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
It's very devastating. You know, like I said, we don't come to work every day anticipating that we're going to shoot someone. You know, like I said, we come try to do our job the best way we can, give back respect to the community, and just do our job.
This afternoon, Ansonia's mayor walked the block, stressing to neighbors that this area is safe and that last night's shooting and the earlier Amber Alert and murder investigation are nothing more than isolated domestic violent incidents.
It's sad with the young child that's still missing, and then this right down the bottom of the hill from where that went on.
Now, we're told the officers involved in last night's shooting are now on administrative duty. That's standard operating procedure following a police shooting, and that the video from their body cameras has been turned over to the state police, which is now heading up the investigation. We're live at the mobile newsroom in Ansonia. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.